Well, I'm here to personally invite everyone to the Maryland State Archives Family History Festival. This is our third year, and this year it's going to be Saturday, October 1st. Our registration, which is free, starts at 9 a.m. Doors will open at 9:45, and all of our programming starts at 10 a.m. and it goes all day long until 4:30. When you arrive, we will have a welcome and registration tent for you. All registration, all activities are free. The only reason we're doing registration is just to make sure that you get into the events that you would like to without standing in line multiple times throughout the day. So you can go right to the registration tent, let them know all the different workshops, lectures, tours that you would like to take throughout the day, and you will get a wristband for each of those. And after that, there's no more waiting in line. You are guaranteed a spot in that if you have a wristband, and you can go right in. We have many things going on concurrently, and I think it's going to be a full day for everyone. One of the things we have are hands-on workshops that are given throughout the day. They are going to be teaching things like how to use the finding aids of the archives, meaning how to find the records in the materials that you're looking for. We have a general introduction workshop. We also have a specific workshop on how to find land records, because many people use land records for research and for their own personal legal situations. Also, we're going to have one on how to use our special collections. Special collections are things that aren't government records, but items that have been donated to us by the private sector. So one of our large collections and special collections is our newspaper collection. So how do you use our newspaper collection? Also, we have lots of different church records of many denominations. That's also going to be covered in the workshop. In addition, we're going to have workshops in our conservation lab throughout the day, and in conservation they're going to teach you how to handle your family photographs at home, how to best store them, how to best preserve them, and what sorts of materials might you want to think about for passing those photos down. As we all know, like when I was growing up in the 1970s, everybody put their photos in those sticky magnetic albums. Those are really not the way to go. So what should you do with your photos? Come and our conservation officers will talk to you about the best way to handle your photos. Well, Ancestry.com is one of our many sponsors of the day, but really it's the archives, not just the Maryland State Archives, but archives around the country are responsible for the records that Ancestry actually puts online for everyone to use. So as archivists, we have to make sure we preserve the records and make the records accessible, and then a company like Ancestry can go ahead and show them to the public through their online website. So it really starts with archives and archivists in each of our communities. I think that's one of the reasons why the festival started, was to make sure there were no misconceptions that you had to have a special knowledge to use the archives. That's why we're here. We will help you. So we can do that every single day to help you find that. At the festival we're trying to do classes where we will help you help yourself in certain ways. I didn't tell you, in addition to the workshops, that's only one facet of what we're doing. We are going to have some panel discussions where professional genealogists and historical researchers are going to talk about how they use the records and give some tips and tricks to the home user about how they might be able to more easily locate the documents that they're looking for. We are so happy to have actually on staff at the archives pretty much the perfect keynote speaker for this year. Chris Haley, who is our director of the Legacy of Slavery in Maryland at the Maryland State Archives, is a member of the Haley family, and we probably all know that this year Roots by Alex Haley was re-released as a mini-series after 30 years. And so Chris is going to talk to us a little bit about that, about the legacy of Roots and about the differences between when it was produced and put out into the world 30 years ago versus today. And Chris actually had the wonderful experience of being invited to the Gambia, which is where his family is from in Africa, to visit for the first time ever this year. So he's going to share his experiences of going back to his family's true homeland with the group. So I think it's going to be a really phenomenal keynote address right in the middle of the day. So even if you can't come and spend the whole day with us, we're hoping if you come in the morning, you can come stay for the keynote address, or if you can only make the afternoon, you can start with the keynote address and be there in the afternoon.